Learning can be one of the most rewarding experiences for a child, but it can also be one of the most challenging. Many children feel overwhelmed when faced with difficult subjects or tasks, which can lead to frustration and self-doubt. These feelings are not uncommon, and as educators and parents, it's crucial to recognize these challenges early on. By providing the right tools and support, we can help children not only overcome their learning struggles, but also build the confidence they need to succeed in all areas of life. Today, we're going to explore 5 effective strategies that will empower children to tackle their learning challenges and become capable, confident learners. 1. Break it down, simplifying the complex. One of the most powerful ways to help children manage their learning tasks is by breaking down larger tasks into smaller, more manageable pieces. When children are presented with a big project or a complex subject, it can easily feel overwhelming. This sense of being overwhelmed can lead to anxiety, procrastination, or even giving up before they start. To prevent this, encourage them to take a step back and look at the task as a series of smaller, more manageable steps. Why breaking it down works. The human brain is wired to process information more effectively when it's divided into smaller, digestible chunks. This concept, known as chunking, is a cognitive strategy that can be applied to various learning situations. For children, breaking down tasks reduces the cognitive load, allowing them to focus on one aspect of the task at a time without feeling overwhelmed. Practical steps to break down tasks. Let's consider an example. If a child is assigned a research paper, the project can seem daunting at first. Instead of focusing on the entire paper, guide them through the process by breaking it down into smaller tasks. Choosing a topic. Help the child brainstorm ideas based on their interests. Discuss possible topics, and narrow it down to one that excites them. This step sets the foundation for the entire project and makes the child feel more invested in their work. Conducting research. Break the research process into manageable parts, such as finding reliable sources, reading and taking notes, and summarizing key points. Encourage the child to take it one step at a time, which makes the research phase more structured and less intimidating. Creating an outline. Guide the child in organizing their notes into an outline. This helps them visualize the structure of their paper before they start writing, making the writing process smoother and more focused. Writing a draft. Encourage the child to write a rough draft without worrying about perfection. Remind them that they can always revise and improve their work later. This step is about getting their ideas on paper and overcoming the fear of the blank page. Revising and editing. Teach the child to revise their draft by checking for clarity, coherence, and grammar. This final step is crucial for refining their work and ensuring it meets the assignment's requirements. Each of these steps is manageable on its own, and completing one step provides a sense of accomplishment, motivating the child to move on to the next. Over time, children will learn to apply this strategy independently, giving them a powerful tool to tackle any complex task they encounter. Modeling the behavior. As an educator or parent, you can assist by modeling this behavior. When you introduce a new concept or project, take the time to show children how you would break it down. Use visual aids like charts or lists to illustrate the progression from start to finish. For instance, create a visual roadmap that outlines each step of a project, with checkpoints along the way. This visual representation helps children see the path to completion and reduces the anxiety associated with large tasks. Ask for help. Encouraging a culture of support. Children often struggle with asking for help because they fear it might make them appear less capable, or because they don't want to burden others. However, asking for help is a crucial skill that every learner should develop. As educators and parents, it's important to create an environment where asking for help is encouraged and normalized. The importance of asking for help. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a demonstration of a willingness to learn and grow. When children feel comfortable seeking assistance, they are more likely to engage with challenging material and overcome obstacles. Moreover, asking for help can prevent small misunderstandings from turning into significant learning gaps. When children address their confusion early on, they build a stronger foundation of knowledge, which is critical for long-term academic success. Creating a supportive environment starts by reassuring children that everyone needs help sometimes, and it's okay to ask for assistance when they don't understand something. You can model help-seeking behavior yourself by asking for input when working on something challenging. This demonstrates that asking for help is a natural part of learning and growing. In the classroom or at home, create opportunities for children to ask for help without feeling singled out. Establish a help desk time during the day when children can come to you with questions or concerns. This could be a designated time during class or a specific part of the day at home. Encourage peer collaboration as well, where children can work together and assist each other in problem solving. When a child asks for help, respond positively and patiently, reinforcing the idea that seeking help is a wise and brave choice. Building confidence in asking for help is crucial. One way to do this is by teaching children specific phrases they can use when they need assistance. For example, "Can you help me understand this part?" Or "I'm having trouble with this question. Can you explain it to me?" Or "I'm not sure what to do next. Can you guide me?" By giving children the language to express their needs, you empower them to seek help confidently. Additionally, praise them when they do ask for help, reinforcing that it's a positive and proactive behavior. Encouraging peer support is another effective way to normalize asking for help. When children work together, they can learn from each other's strengths and perspectives. Group activities, study sessions, and peer tutoring are excellent opportunities for children to practice giving and receiving help in a collaborative environment. For example, in a group project, you might assign roles based on each child's strengths, encouraging them to assist each other in areas where they are less confident. This not only builds teamwork skills but also helps children see the value of mutual support. Knowing when to step in. While encouraging independence is important, it's equally crucial to recognize when a child needs direct intervention. If a child is consistently struggling despite asking for help, it may be necessary to assess whether they need additional support, such as tutoring, counseling, or specialized instruction. Early intervention can prevent learning difficulties from escalating and help the child get back on track. Practice, practice, practice. The key to mastery. Repetition and practice are key to mastering any new skill or concept. Children often become frustrated when they don't get something right the first time, but it's important to teach them that practice is a crucial part of learning. Just like athletes train their bodies through repeated exercise, learners train their brains by practicing new skills and concepts until they become second nature. The science behind practice. Research shows that practice strengthens neural connections in the brain, making it easier to recall and apply information. This process, known as neuroplasticity, explains why repeated exposure to a skill or concept leads to improvement over time. For children, understanding that practice is a natural and necessary part of learning can help them develop patience and persistence. Creating a supportive practice environment is crucial. To encourage practice, create a supportive environment where children feel safe to make mistakes and try again. Praise their efforts and persistence rather than just the outcome. For instance, if a child is learning to solve math problems, focus on the process they're using, rather than whether they got the answer right. This helps them understand that the effort they put into practicing is what will eventually lead to success. Safe spaces for practice are essential. Designate specific times and spaces where children can practice skills without the pressure of grades or evaluations. For example, practice time could be a daily session where children work on challenging subjects with the understanding that mistakes are part of the learning process. Incremental challenges are also important. Gradually increase the difficulty of practice tasks to match the child's growing abilities. This approach, known as scaffolding, helps children build confidence as they master simpler tasks before moving on to more complex ones. Reflective practice is another key element. Encourage children to reflect on their practice sessions by asking questions like, "What did you find challenging today?" And what can you do differently next time? Reflection helps children internalize their learning and recognize their progress. Making practice engaging and fun is also very important. Incorporate practice into daily routines in a way that's engaging and fun. Use games, interactive activities, and real-life scenarios that require the child to apply what they've learned. For instance, if a child is practicing reading, you might set up a reading challenge where they earn points for every book they read or every new word they learn. This makes practice feel less like a chore and more like a rewarding experience. Gamification can be a great strategy. Turn practice into a game by introducing elements like points, levels, or rewards. For example, you can create a math quest where children earn points for each problem they solve, unlocking new challenges as they progress. This approach keeps them motivated and engaged. Real-life application is also beneficial. Show children how their practice can apply to real-life situations. For instance, if they're practicing writing, encourage them to write letters to family members or create a storybook to share with friends. Connecting practice to real-world experiences makes it more meaningful. Stay positive. Cultivating a growth mindset is essential. A positive attitude can make a significant difference in how children approach learning challenges. When a child believes in their ability to succeed, they are more likely to persevere through difficulties. Conversely, if they doubt themselves or have a negative outlook, they are more likely to give up when faced with obstacles. Fostering a growth mindset. As an educator or parent, you can foster a positive mindset by encouraging a growth mindset. The belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. Research by psychologist Carol Dweck has shown that children with a growth mindset are more resilient in the face of challenges and more likely to persist in their efforts to learn. Praise effort over outcomes. Praise children for their hard work, resilience, and the strategies they use to solve problems, rather than just praising them for being smart or getting the right answer. This reinforces the idea that success comes from effort and learning, not just innate ability. Reframe negative thoughts. Help children reframe negative thoughts by guiding them to focus on what they've learned from their mistakes and how they can improve. For example, if a child says, "I'm just not good at math," help them reframe it to, "Math is challenging for me right now, but with practice I can get better." This shift in thinking helps them see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable barriers. Use positive language. Be mindful of the language you use when discussing learning challenges. Words like "yet" can be powerful in helping children see their potential for growth. For example, if a child says, "I can't do this," encourage them to say, "I can't do this yet." Modeling positivity. Children often look to adults for cues on how to react to difficulties. If you stay calm and optimistic in the face of challenges, children are more likely to adopt the same approach. Share your own experiences of overcoming challenges and the positive strategies you use to succeed. This not only humanizes the learning process, but also shows children that everyone faces obstacles and that perseverance is key. Celebrate progress, recognizing and rewarding achievements. Finally, it's important to celebrate progress no matter how small. Recognizing and celebrating achievements helps build a child's confidence and motivates them to keep learning. It's not just about celebrating the final result, it's about acknowledging the hard work, effort, and growth that led to that result. The power of celebration. Celebration is more than just a reward. It's a recognition of the journey and the progress made along the way. When children see that their efforts are noticed and valued, they are more likely to continue striving toward their goals. Celebrations can be simple but meaningful, reinforcing the idea that learning is a positive and rewarding experience. Creating opportunities to celebrate. Create opportunities to celebrate progress regularly. This could be through verbal praise, rewards, or even a simple victory dance when a child achieves a goal. For example, if a child has been struggling with reading and finally finishes a challenging book, take the time to celebrate their accomplishment with them. You might have a special reading certificate or a book club discussion where they get to talk about what they've learned. Track progress. Encourage children to track their own progress by keeping a journal or using a progress chart. Each milestone reached is an opportunity to celebrate, whether it's mastering a new math skill, improving in reading fluency, or completing a long-term project. Personalized celebrations. Tailor celebrations to the child's interests and personality. Some children might enjoy a public acknowledgement in class, while others might prefer a more private celebration at home. The key is to make the child feel proud of their achievements. Celebrate effort, not just success. Emphasize the importance of effort by celebrating the hard work that goes into learning, even if the final outcome isn't perfect. For example, if a child puts a lot of effort into a project but doesn't get the highest grade, celebrate their dedication and the skills they developed along the way. Encouraging ongoing growth. Celebrations should also serve as a springboard for further learning. After celebrating a success, encourage children to set new goals and challenges. This reinforces the idea that learning is a continuous journey and that there is always room for growth and improvement. By implementing these 5 steps, breaking it down, asking for help, practicing, staying positive, and celebrating progress, you'll not only help children overcome their learning struggles, but also equip them with the tools and mindset they need to become confident, lifelong learners. These strategies are not just about academic success, they're about helping children develop resilience, self-confidence, and a love for learning that will serve them well throughout their lives.